it's Michael from FBA University here. Today we're going to go through step by step how to set up your Amazon seller account. Amazon FBA, you probably heard about it. This is part 2 of our 30-part series of taking you from zero all the way through building a 6-figure private label brand housed on Amazon. So today we're talking about how to set up your seller account step by step. A couple things before we jump behind the curtain and actually show you how to create your seller account. You can create and sell on Amazon in whatever marketplace. Let's take the United States for the purpose of today. You can do that from just about every country in the world. So as of 2023, there's about 200 countries that are allowed to sell on Amazon. So as long as you're in one of those countries, you will be good. And so a couple things, if you are a foreign person trying to sell in the US, you can set up an account without having a US tax ID or a US business. But once you hit 50 transactions, you are going to need one of the two. So have a plan in place. You can get an LLC through a registered agent. We actually have an upcoming video going right through that entire process. But you can either get a United States LLC, or you can file what's called Form SS4 to get a federal employment identification number. And so once you have that, you enter either that or the business tax ID into Amazon, and you are good to go. Another option you have when creating an Amazon account is an individual versus professional account. And so in general, your access to the Amazon seller platform isn't that much different whether you have individual or professional. The main difference is that professional accounts are charged $40 per month. Individual accounts are not charged monthly, but are charged 99 cents per transaction. So if you plan on selling 40 transactions or more, which I sure hope you do and you will, you want to start with the professional account and just really get set up the right way. That way, there is a couple features you miss out on the individual account. So get a professional account right from the get-go. Another thing you will basically have to decide, and we'll go into this in the actual next steps in the video, but you will have to decide whether you are going to sell as a sole proprietor, so an individual using a United States Social Security number as your ID, or as a business. And so you can be an LLC is the most common, you can be an S Corp, C Corp, partnership. You can do either of those. It doesn't necessarily matter, but Amazon is going to ask you. So just have that top of mind. You can switch down the road. It's not something you're married to when you sign up, but just know, you want to have a plan in place. We always recommend get an LLC, set it up in a non-income tax generating state, put a layer of separation between yourself and the business, and just reduce the liability. Okay, let's go behind the curtain and actually go into the steps of how to set up your Amazon.com seller account.
All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go to sell.amazon.com, and once we get here, you'll come to the home page. You'll want to hit sign up. Once we get to here, it's going to ask you for your email and password. If you already have an account, you're going to come right here and go create your Amazon account. Now it's going to ask you first name, last name, email, and password. So what you want to do here is ensure the email that you are registering with is not your buyer email. Use a different email, even if you have to create a new email just for this. Gmail at the time of this recording is free. So go ahead, enter your name, email, choose a password, and then hit next. The next screen you're going to get to is the verify email address. I actually made a Gmail just to go through this video. So you are going to get an OTP email. You'll have to go to your email and then paste that there. Then boom, you're on to the next step in creating your account. So once you do that, you are actually in the Amazon Seller Central. And so after you go there, you want to hit the begin button. And now we're making progress toward having a legit open Amazon seller account. So the next thing it's going to do is ask you what country you want to sell in. And so again, you don't have to sell in your own country. So if you want to sell in the United States, you can sell there. If you want to sell in Europe, in Germany or UK, you can do that. What we always recommend, because it's the biggest market, and if you're going to launch an Amazon business, you might as well do it in the biggest market with the most customers, is launch in the US. So what I'm going to do is go and select the United States and then business entity type, right? So this is where you have to decide what type of business you're going to be. One thing I will point out, what you choose today that doesn't mean that's what you'll be forever on Amazon. So you can change this. So if you are registering and you don't have a business yet, just register as an individual. If you do have a business, you want to register as a business. So I'm going to just go individual for now and keep things moving. And then you want to enter your name, uh, name, middle name, last name, confirm, and go. Once we've gone through there, then we're going to be on to the next page. And this is your primary contact info. So you want to enter, again, your name, first name, middle name, last name, country of citizenship. So you do not need a United States citizenship to sell in the US. So enter whatever country you are a citizen with, and then it'll ask you for birthday and residential address. I'm going to leave this as is for now, but enter that in. And then what you're going to want to do is hit this send SMS. You'll verify the code that Amazon sends you, and then we're on to the next step. As soon as we verify via SMS, via the code, then we come on to the payment information module. So Amazon's going to remind you that you need a valid bank account number that can receive deposits. And so typically either a United States bank account or something that helps aid transfers like Wise. There's a lot of services online that allow you to basically act as if you have a United States bank account and receive deposits without actually having that. One other thing, your bank account should be in the name of your primary contact. So either however you chose to register your business, individual or whatever business you're incorporated as, make sure the bank account matches that so that it just aligns and Amazon gets you to the next step. What you will need as well is either your online banking credentials or to provide Amazon with a bank statement. So if you don't want to give them your login, just download a PDF of the bank statement and that'll be good. What you also need is a credit card that is chargeable. And so make sure you have an internationally chargeable credit card, and then boom, let's go on to the next step. Okay, now we're prompted to actually enter our banking information. So I'm going to enter my banking information. After you enter your bank account details, you'll get to the bank account verification pending screen. So that'll take a little bit to run through Amazon's algorithm to make sure your banking account details match with something that is in fact valid. So definitely don't want to try to get sneaky there. We're going to hit continue now and then get on to the next phase. This is where you'll enter your credit card information. So right here, enter your credit card information and then hit next. Now we get to the next screen where we're asked to enter our store and product information. So store is going to be Michael's Clubhouse. You want to enter, if you know your brand, enter it here. If you don't know, this can also be changed, but this is what your overall display name and seller account is going to be registered as when you start. Do you have UPCs for all your products? You want to enter yes. Even if you have no products, you will have UPCs to be able to list. So enter yes there. Diversity certifications, likely no. Are you the manufacturer or brand owner for any of the products you want to sell on Amazon? Always do yes here. If you're going to do private label, you will be. Even if you are reselling to start, you never know, and you might be selling under your own brand one day. So enter yes there, and then hit next. Do you own government registered trademarks? It'll prompt you. Answer is no, unless you already do. And then we are on to the next phase. The next phase will bring up your contact info. It'll bring up your identification data and then prompt you to upload your passport and then upload your proof of really just verifying your business or individuality as a seller. So go ahead and upload passport, upload a statement, either bank account or credit card to verify the information you input is correct. And then we're on to the next. All right. Once you upload your passport, once you upload your verification of payment details, you're going to land on this screen that no longer asks you for any more information. So Amazon is going to run your initial information through their background, through their security check. And then if you pass, if all your documentation passes their initial test, you will get prompted to schedule a verification phone call. And so you want to check your email really for the next 48 hours. And as soon as Amazon sends you something, hopefully it's a follow-up in terms of a call. Once you do that, you will have to come to a video verification call with your camera on, and the passport or ID, whatever national citizenship ID you entered in the previous phase, you want to bring that to your call because they typically ask you to hold it up and verify to the camera. Sometimes, depending on just case by case, they also send a postcard to the address you input. So that's why it's key to have access to that address, or you will not be able to verify the PIN that they send via postcard.
And just like that, you've set up an Amazon seller account. Now, you got to figure out how you're actually going to sell. Are you going to resell? Are you going to develop products under your own private label? Are you going to wholesale? These are decisions you got to make now that you're in the game. Amazon FBA it's a business that freed me from the 9-to-5. Diving in and really going balls to the wall in this allowed me to go from a job as a corporate accountant, something I hated, despised every day, to really making my own hours. So start learning, use our videos, use all the content out there to really hone in on your craft. And just know your entire mindset, your idea of what's possible can change once you start selling on Amazon. Guys, do us a favor, like, comment, and subscribe to the Amazon FBA University channel. We are dropping these part series videos every week in 2023. We're going to guide you all the way through setting up your own private label business. Give us a subscribe, hit the bell for us, stay tuned for weekly drops, and we will see you in the next video.